Iron is about to sharpen iron, God willing. I'm here to tell you, when KKK Hillary was defeated and Pizza Party Podesta walked off the stage at the Democratic Party on election night at Jacob Javits, it was so supernaturally historic what transpired that it went over everybody's head, except for a very few who have an actual daily powwow, complete 100% transparency, no holes barred. Believe me, high command in heaven doesn't get a diaper rash. Some of us are part of Christ's bridal party. We have all access. So I vent and rant. On that particular occasion, gang, and this video is going to take it a step further, I knew that a blood compact, mephistopheles, signing away your immortal soul in exchange for table scraps, temporary trappings of life, that contract was done, signed, Seth Rich, among others, for blood sacrifice on a satanic sacrificial altar. Hillary Clinton, Killary, said, I'm going to sign away my soul in exchange to become president. And we made such an effort, despite the election irregularities, that they had to concede that it wasn't going to happen. We defeated not Hillary per se, but you got to look at a bigger spiritual picture. We defeated the devil because it was the first time ever, perhaps, that the devil could not fulfill on the blood contract. So the devil is embarrassed, if such a thing is possible, because of the brazen, sinful nature of the fallen angelic outcasts. Is embarrassment even possible? But the fact is that the devil could not deliver the goods, did not make Hillary prez. So it was the first time that contract, that type of contract, was not honored. And so Hillary remains a hold of her soul because she gave it up in exchange to become something that she's not, at least not currently. So when Maria Bartiromo right here is going to be rattling off, well, who are they going to replace people with? I need my prayer warriors to get on your knees and understand they're going to, if this occurs, if Biden does not stay in the race, they're going to promote KKK Kamala Harris with KKK Hillary Clinton as VP in a push, a last gasp push for the devil to be able to fulfill his bill that is still due. In other words, the Kamala thing will last briefly, 30 days, maybe less, maybe a little bit more. If that were to happen, God forbid, and then Hillary would swoop in, again, God forbid. Let me play this video. They're talking about who's going to replace Biden ultimately. A brief video, but that introduction needed to be said.
Modern nomination, the calendar has become front-loaded. The delegates are in place. But even when you look at the potential fill-ins, right? Kamala Harris has to be considered number one. Gavin Newsom, Whitmer in Michigan. All of these people, they also poll low.
Gavin Newsom, not figuratively, but literally, is the biological blood relative nephew of the cackling witch Pelosi. Continuing.
Versus Donald Trump, right? Tell us what happens next, Lee.
So if any of these other candidates were to go forward, right now they do poll worse than Donald Trump. They would lose to Donald Trump. In fact, Joe Biden is the strongest candidate that's out there right now. I think there's a lot of reasons why. I think Kamala Harris is a very unlikable candidate. People do not get excited by her, and also a lot of people feel alienated by her. Very, very disappointed in her performance as the czar on the border. I think the other candidates, are virtually unknown, and that's Gavin Newsom less so, but I think people don't really know what their agenda would be, what their policy would be, and to come in this late in the game and not know, when people are saying, you know what, we had 4 years of Donald Trump. This is what we heard from a lot of the voters last night. We had 4 years of Donald Trump. We know what that was like, and it was much better than it is right now. So yeah. I think it's going to be really hard for anyone to step in these shoes, and I think people have to be careful, what they wish for. They might say that they wish for Joe Biden to step aside, but it's not going to be easy to go up against Donald Trump.
So Mike Huckabee,
One last thing. Be careful what you wish for. Cautionary tale. And then if they try to throw in Big Mike as the VP, and then again continuing the same back channeling Barry Hussein and the other puppet masters pulling strings from behind the scenes, we're calling for a tenfold backfire on any more shenanigans. And to some people very close to me, to my persons in blood relatives and in other social spheres of influence who have been drinking the satanic Kool-Aid, the kid gloves are coming off. This is it. You're going to see an enormous tsunami leading to November. We need to pray for the protection of whistleblowers. I got one more thing to add too, by the way. I thought it was very weird, the timing of certain news events. You're going to find out more about those events on where this video is going to be posted on today's devotional, the day after the debates. Batman signing off for now. Share truth. Forward these resources to everyone in your downline